There's a reason why every music teacher has you play scales and chords, and if your teacher doesn't, that's a problem. So this is what's missing in the explanation and the understanding of scales, why you play them. A lot of times we just do what our teacher tells us to do, and we do it repetitively. And next thing you know, like 5-10 years can fly by. That's at least what happened to me. So when I began teaching, I realized I need to show my students why we practice scales. I didn't actually know until I had a moment myself at the piano, and I was like, wait a second. Scales teach your fingers how to speak melody. So when that dawned on me, I was like, all right, I got to lead with this. Scales teach your fingers how to speak melody. So, when you learn them traditionally, you are learning how to move across the piano. It helps your fingers fly across the piano. So, if your goal is to play classical pieces beautifully, you do want to play them traditionally. But this is geared for more singer-songwriter producers. The way that I teach is more for singer-songwriter producers. And so the way you would benefit most is to learn how to improvise on these scales. So I created an exercise called Octave Scales. What this does is it changes your bass note in your left hand. So as you're playing your scale and your left hand bass note is changing, you're hearing all the possible options in that key signature. So this is how I want you to practice your scales, because this is the beginning to all improvisation. Let's get started. In this video, I'm going to go over my signature exercise octave scales in the key of A minor. We're going to get started with our A minor scale in our right hand. We have A, B, C. You tuck your thumb under for D, open up for E, F, G, A. On the way down, that's A, G, F, E, D, cross for C, B, A. With finger numbers, that's 1, 2, 3. Tuck your thumb under and play D with your 1, open up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cross your 3 over, 2, 1. You're going to pair that with descending octaves in the bass. So I did see in the comments on my C major octave scale video, someone asking what an octave is, and I saw that one of my subscribers answered the question, so thank you for that. I love that you guys are helping each other out and starting a community. That's amazing. So yes, an octave is 12 semitones or 12 half steps, and they're the same note, A to A, G to G, F to F, E to E, D to D, C to C, B to B, and A to A. We're going to pair these two together. Hold up here. Before you finish that A minor scale, you're going to start the next scale so you can hear it over G. Again, don't finish that scale so you can start the next one over F, over E, over D, C, B, and over A. So yes, you are going to get to the very bottom of the piano. So I love octave scales because it provides so much more variety and inspiration. You can hear what A minor as a key signature has to offer as a whole, instead of constantly just doing the traditional way of playing your scales, which are not very inspiring in my opinion. They're necessary to a certain extent, but if this is the only way you practice your scales, you don't have much to do with your imagination. So if you're familiar with my teaching style, if you've had a lesson with me before, or if you've tuned into my videos, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, switch it up. So this is the first way of practicing your octave scales in order, ascending and descending the piano. The whole point of this, however, is to learn the key signature in and out, and also develop relative pitch in the process. So as you are practicing this scale ascending and descending and in order, that will help you train for relative pitch. It'll help your fingers fly across the piano, and you'll learn how to speak in that key signature. When you have octave scales down, I'm going to give you variations of octave scales, which leads you towards improvisation. For example, you can add a quarter note rhythm. So as you can see, this creates a lot of drama, a lot of suspense. A lot of my students love playing it this way. Another variation would be to break up the scale on your right hand. Maybe just go up or just come down. Something like this. And then swap it. So as you can see, this is so much more exciting. You feel like you're scoring a film, and all you're doing is practicing your scales in a very simple key signature like A minor. There are so many ways to create variations with this exercise. I have to do some videos to show you guys how, but those are a couple quick ways to get started. Let me know how things go in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next one.